Good morning, dear students in the third secondary class, scientific branch. This is ردينة قطنه from Aleppo Directorate, supervised by Mr. Abdelmenaim Al-Amin. Our lesson today is about Unit 11. We are going to cover the main ideas and concepts of Unit 11. The objectives here. First, we're going to give an idea about robots and artificial intelligence. I am also going to give you some new vocabularies. We are going to use collocations about verbs in science and technology. Also, number 4, we are going to use reported speech. In pronunciation, we are going to talk or learn about strong and weak forms of auxiliary verbs. Also, we are going to learn about everyday English, being tactful. First of all, we are going to watch together. Yes, first of all, we are going to watch together a short film about artificial intelligence.
Including, number 1, reactive machine, or a video on what is artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is a branch of computer science that deals with the creation of intelligent machines that can think and learn like humans. It involves the development of algorithms and systems that can process, analyze, and understand large amounts of data. There are several different types of AI, including, number 1, reactive machines. These are the simplest form of AI, and they can only react to the environment. They have no memory and cannot use past experiences to inform their actions. Reactive machines are often used in applications that require real-time decision-making, such as self-driving cars, robots, and drones. Number 2, limited memory. These machines have a limited memory, which allows them to use past experiences to inform their actions. An example of limited memory AI is used in robotics, where a robot is trained to navigate through an environment with reinforcement learning. The robot can sense the environment and make decisions based on the current state, but it doesn't store all the data. It only keeps the necessary information to make decisions. Number 3, theory of mind. This type of AI is being developed to understand the beliefs, intentions, and emotions of other agents, including humans, animals, and other AI systems. It can use this understanding to predict their behavior and communicate with them effectively. An example is an AI-powered virtual assistant that can understand the context and intent of a user's request and respond accordingly. It can understand and respond to the emotions and intentions of people it interacts with. Number 4, self-aware. This form of AI.
Okay, as we watch the film, I'm going to ask you some questions about our lesson. First of all, what do we mean by the artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence is a branch of science and engineering specialized in making clever machines, capable of thinking and imitating human-level intelligence. What is the purpose of the AI? One of the primary targets of the AI field is to produce fully intelligent agents that interact with the surroundings and conduct human-like behavior. And what abilities do these agents have? They have the ability to judge matters and differentiate what is wrong. Number 4, what does this field include? This field expands to driving, aviation, medicine, online advertising, image recognition, and personal assistance. And finally, what can people expect about the future of the AI? People think that they will be the new controllers of the world, and in a few years, they will touch nearly all the industries. As we took idea about the lesson, now we are going to decide whether the following sentences are true or false. Let's think. First, clever machines capable of imitating humans are examples of natural intelligence. Is it true or false? Yeah, of course, it's false, because clever machines capable of imitating humans are examples of artificial intelligence. Number 2, clever machines have the ability to judge matter and distinguish what is wrong. Yes, we said that these clever machines have the ability to judge matters and distinguish what is wrong. Number 3, nowadays, AI applications are used in all industries. Of course, it's false because in the future, they are going to touch nearly all the industries. But now they have limited usage. Now we have the part of the vocabulary. Now we are going to learn some of the vocabs in this lesson. Number 1, a very small burning piece of material. It's a spark. Number 2, equal in value, amount, meaning, importance, etc. means equivalent. Number 3, the state of not supporting either side in a disagreement, competition, or war. Neutrality. The designing, building, and flying of aircraft, aviation. Number 5, to make it difficult for somebody to do something. Hinder. Number 6, people or things that do an action. Agents. These are the vocabs of the lesson. Now we go to another exercise about vocabulary. We have here verbs that are used in science and technology. It's collocation. What's the meaning of the word collocation? Collocation, it's a grouping or juxtaposing of words, sounds, or things together. It means that we have a sound or a word, and we expect other word to come with it. First, here it's a word sequence. He experimented with. Always, much of the time we can say that experimented comes with different materials. Experimented with different materials before utilizing. Utilizing means using the most suitable one. Number 2, the engineer pressed a button. We all the time expect another word. Pressed a button. And lights flashing. Here, pressed a button, lights flashing. Lights flashing. Number 3, when she pulled the large lever, the wheel began to rotate. Pulled the lever, wheel, rotate. Rotate means begins to go round. Go round. Okay, the vet dissected the animal. Dissected means here analyzed the animal, and extracted, took out the organs. Took out the organs. So we have dissected the animals, extracted the organs. When they were combined, the two chemicals reacted, mixed, reacted, put together and mixed violently with each other. Combined means put together. Put together. After analyzing the problem, she concluded, she came to a result. Concluded means came to a result that there was a flaw, means a mistake in the theory. And last one, insert the disc into the DVD. It means put the disc into the DVD to install the software or visit the website to download it. Okay, now we have an exercise. Put in your mind the collocations of the words. Match the first column with the second one. Yeah. These first, dear students, think of this. These chemicals. Where should we match? Number one. These chemicals. We said chemicals. Yes. With C. Chemicals react with each other. Number two. If you pull, the word pull. Pull the lever with number A. With the letter E. Yes, if you pull that lever, it starts the machine. Number three, the zoologist extracted. Extracted means took out. So the zoologist extracted. Where should we match it? Yeah. Extracted the organs with G. Yes. Extracted the organs. When you press, we press that button, it turns the printer. It turns the printer. Number five, they experimented. They experimented. We use experimented with the preposition with. I believe there is a flow. A flow means a mistake. So we said there is a flow in the theory. Number seven, they had to dissect. Dissect, analyze. We said analyze the animal to see why it died. A red light. We said light flashing. A red light started to flash with number B, with letter B. Yes, this is the exercise. We move to another exercise related to derivation, other parts of speech. Here we have a space first. Make other parts of speech from the words in the brackets to complete the following sentences. 1. Here we have the place of a subject, and the subject should be a noun. So, I should choose noun here. We have the sentence is an essential fact or for making any success in life. Motivate, motivated, motivation, and motivating. Of course, it should be motivation is an essential factor for making any success in life. Number 2, he should be able to solve the problem. He's reasonably, from the word intelligence, I should have another word that suits the space here. We have reasonably. Reasonably, it's an adverb, should be followed by an adjective here. He's reasonably intelligent, intelligently, intelligence, none of them. Of course, it should be he's reasonably intelligent. Number 3, before going to the airport, you should check your travel. What do we have here? Here we have this S that tells us that it's a noun. From require, I should use requiring, requirement, required, or require. Yes, of course, it should be Letter B, requirements. So before going to the airport, you should check your travel requirements. Number 4, many colors are used in the national flag. Each has a specific. Specific here, it's an adjective. What word should I use here? Symbolic, symbolize, symbolizing, or symbol? Mostly adjectives are followed by nouns, so it's a specific symbol. Many colors are used in the national flag. Each has specific symbol. Number 5. The necklace would be worth over 500,000 Syrian pounds at prices. We have currently. Is it current? Currently? Currency? Currencies. Of course, currency and currencies have different meaning. Here we have current and currently. Since we have a noun here, it should be preceded by an adjective, current. Letter A. Number 6. After finishing secondary school, he is going to in medicine. We have 2 that should be followed by a verb. He's going to, we have specialist, specialize, speciality, special. Of course, it's a verb, it's be. Now we move to another exercise. It's pronunciation exercise. Here we have a rule about weak and strong auxiliary verbs. We have the auxiliary verbs on the left: am, are, is, was, has, have, do, and does. We have verbs to be, verbs to have, and verbs to do. These auxiliaries have weak and strong forms. When can I use them in the weak form, and when can I use them in the strong form? Okay, look at the example. In the weak form, we said, am I late? This is question. Are they going? Another question. This cat's fast. Who's coming? It's another question. Was the weather terrible? Question. Has the rose died? So we conclude that we use the weak form in the question and affirmative sentences. But we use the strong form just in the short answer: yes, I am, yes, they are, yes, it is, Ali is, or if we have sure, I am, for example. If we have sure, I am, also we use the strong form. So the weak form should be used with interrogative and affirmative sentences, while strong form is used in the short answer: yes, it has, yes, I have, yes, they do, yes, it does. Okay. Now we have an exercise. Decide whether these statements have weak or strong form. Now he's my best teacher. He's my best teacher. This sentence is a normal sentence, so the form is used here: strong or weak? Yes, it is weak. Number 2, do they play any sport? Here we have question. It is also weak because as I said earlier that we use weak form with interrogative and normal sentences. Okay, affirmative. She was late. It's affirmative sentence. Also, it is weak. Yes, we have. It's short answer. So it's strong. Have you ever seen it? It's here question. It is weak. Sure I can. Sure I can. It's short answer, so it's strong. This is the end of the exercise. We move to the grammar and reported speech. Here we have reported speech exercises. I like Peter. She said she liked you. Here someone reported the words to Peter. Look at the sentences. We have two ways. Okay, we have two ways of reported speech or reporting a sentence. We have the direct and indirect ways. Look at the sentences. He said, I have lost my umbrella. Here it's a direct. We use inverted commas here, and we report the exact words or the accurate words of the speakers. We repeat the same words of the speakers. In the reported sentence, we have, he said that he had lost his umbrella. What are the changes that we have in this sentence? First, we don't have the inverted commas. Second, the pronoun I is changed into the pronoun he. The tense of the verb have is changed into had. So present simple is changed, present perfect is changed into past perfect because we change present into past. Have lost, had lost. Possessive adjective my is changed into his because the speaker is he. So here we have the changes. I is turned into he, have, had, lost, it's the same. My is changed into his umbrella. Here the rule says there are two ways of relating what a person has said, direct and indirect. In direct speech, we repeat the original speaker's exact words, like in the first example. Remarks, thus repeated, are placed immediately before the remark. Here we have inverted commas in the direct speech. When can we use direct speech? It is found in conversations, in books, in plays, and in quotations. In indirect speech, like in the second sentence, this is indirect speech, we give the exact meaning of the remark or a speech without necessarily using the speaker's exact words. Now we have other parts of the rule. She said, he's my son. Look at the changes. She said that. Look here, we have he. Look, we have the pronoun he, which is a third person pronoun. So he, we don't change third person pronouns. We don't change third person pronouns. He, it remains he. But is, what happens to the is? It turned into was, the past. My son is turned to her son because a possessive adjective my turned to her because of she. Now, second example. I am ill. She said, because it is she, we said she. She said, the introductory sentence, we have she. So we change the pronoun I into she. The verb am into was, and we remove the inverted commas. First and second person pronouns and possessive adjectives normally change to the third person, except when the speaker is reporting his own words. So when I say I am, I said, I say, I said, I was. But here, all the pronouns change. Number one, I is changed into he and she. Me is changed into him and her. My is changed into his and her. Mine is changed into his and hers. And we is changed into they. Now, look at these examples as well. I saw her the day before yesterday. He said, look, I is changed into he. He said that he. I is changed into he. So, it's past simple. Past tense is changed into past perfect. So, past simple is changed into past perfect. So, is changed in had seen. Her, that instead of saying yesterday is changed into a day before, but we have here in this sentence we have the day before yesterday, so it is 2 days before. Number two, I'll do it tomorrow. Look at the changes. He promised that. I is changed into he. Will is changed into would. Do is left the same because after will and would we have infinitive. It, tomorrow, is changed into the next day. Here we have lots of changes. Look at the changes. We change the pronoun I. We change the will. We change tomorrow. 3 changes in this sentence. The pronoun, the verb, and the adverb of time. She said, my brother got married a year ago. She said that. Instead of writing my, we said her, because she. Brother. Got, it's past tense. It changed into past perfect. Her brother had got married a year before. Or we can say the previous year. We can say year before or the previous year. Now we move to this rule that says that adverbs and adverbial phrases of time change as follows. Today, that day. Yesterday, the day before, or the previous day. Last, the previous. Tomorrow, the next, or the following day. Now, we move to a part of question. Now we have reported question. When we report question, we no longer have a question. Look at this sentence. He said, where is the station? The introductory sentence is he asked. First of all, we report the WH word. The WH word. Then, subject. Here we no longer have inversion. WH word, then subject, then verb after changing. Yani it's a changed verb. WH word, then subject, then verb after changing it. And the rest of the sentence. Of course, even the subject is changed here. We have reported every time, every tense we use in the normal sentence, in the reported sentence, we have to go a step back. When we turn direct question into indirect speech, the following changes are necessary. First, tenses, pronouns, possessive, adjectives, possessive and adverbs of time and place. And also we change as in statements. We no longer have question mark. Here we have full stop. B, the interrogative form of the verb changes to the affirmative form. Number C, the question mark is omitted in indirect question. Here, look at the example and do the exercises. Write sentences about Judy's trip to Hama as done in the first sentence. We're taking the 9 o'clock train. What changes should we do? Judy told me that we is changed into they. We said we is changed into they. Are is changed into where. Taking the same, the 9 o'clock train. Okay. Now we have first sentence. I'll have to get up early. I'll have to get up early. How can we report this sentence? If we say she said, I should be changed, will should be changed as well, and we complete the sentence. Look here. She said she would have to get up early. She would have to get up early. I don't really like traveling by train. She told me. What should we change here? Yes, I, and don't, the rest. She didn't really like traveling by train. She said. She, don't is changed into didn't really like traveling by train. Next example. It's an easy way to travel. Here we should change. Look here, third person singular is not changed. It is left the same. It is left it. But here is changed into was, an easy way to travel. I want to see the water wheels there. She told me. I is changed into yes, into she. Want is changed into wanted. To see the water wheels there. Next, we've been to Hama before. She told me. We should be changed into we is changed into they. Have been, which is present perfect, should be changed to past perfect to Hama before. Next, we didn't see everything. Here it's past sentence. And we said that past should be changed into past perfect. We should be changed into they. Didn't becomes hadn't seen everything. This is reported sentences. Now we move to reported questions. Report the following questions as done in the examples. Examples. What is the time? He asked. He asked me what the time was. Look, as I said, first we write the question word, what? Then the subject, the time. This is subject of the sentence. Then the verb is changed into past verb. And what about the question mark? We drop it and we put full stop instead. Question number 2. Do you live in Damascus? He asked Mary. Here we have a reported auxiliary verb, reported short question. Short questions or yes, no questions. We don't have question word here. We should start the sentence first with if or whether. We should start the sentence with if or whether plus subject, of course changed one, and plus the verb after changing it, plus the rest of the sentence. If we have adverb, we should also change the adverb. Look here, he wanted to know if. Why do we start the sentence with if? Because we started it with short question. This is short question, yes, no question. If Mary, the subject, here Mary, or she, it's correct. Live is changed into the past lived in Damascus. Next. How does it take you to get home? He asked me. First I start with the question word, how long? How long? We have third person singular subject. It is the same, it. We change the verb take into took. Me, because here we have me because the introductory sentence we have the object pronoun me, to get home. So this is related to this. Are you going to the cinema at the weekend? He asked me. He asked me here because it is a short question, yes, no question. I should start the sentence as I said with if or whether. If. You is changed into I because he asked me. Are is changed into was. Are is changed into was because was goes with I. Going to the cinema at the weekend. And we change the question mark into full stop. Yes. Number 3. Where is the key? Where is the key? Here we have a question word. We add the question word first, where. Then we should add the subject. Where is the subject? Of course, the key. Where the key and is turned into was. Where the key was. Number 4. Yes. Number 4. Who do you want to meet, sir? Sami asked Mr. Hamad. First, we add the question word. We write the question word who. What about do? Do or does or did. Do, does, or did If they are used as auxiliary verbs to make the question, I should drop them and change the verb after them. So do should be dropped, omitted. Who, he, first who, then the subject, who, he, then want is changed into the past because here we have present simple, it's changed into past simple. Who he wanted to meet. Of course, question mark is changed into full stop. Number 4. What time did the film start? What my friend wanted to know. First, the question word what. We also write it again. What time? We take the two words. What time? And what do we do with do, did, here? It should be dropped. What time? Then the subject. This is subject of the sentence. What time the film did. It's past tense. It's changed into past perfect. Had started. And question mark is changed into full stop. Mary asked Natalie, have you ever been to London? She said, or he wanted to know. First, I should write if. We come back to it. Have you ever been to London? He wanted to know. Because it is an auxiliary verb, I should start the sentence with if or whether. If. You becomes I. Have is changed into had. Ever. Been to London. Full stop instead of question mark. This is the end of reported question exercises. But here I have an exam question. We know that in the final exam we have multiple choice questions type. How can I think of such types of questions? Look here. Helen said that she. Okay, Helen said that she. What should I choose here? Since we have said, we shouldn't start the sentence with present simple. After said, always we have past sentence. So reads is not correct. Has read is also not correct. Will read is also not correct. So it is had read because it's the only past tense here after said. So since we have said, we should use had read. Number 2, she asked him, where did he live? Where he lives? He lives where? Where he lived. How can I choose this? It's a question. Here, the first one, it's direct question. So it's not correct because after asked, I shouldn't use direct question. Number B, where he lives, it's present simple. I shouldn't use present simple. He lives where, it's nonsense. It's not correct. The only correct one is D, where he lived, because here, question word, then subject, then the verb is changed into the past. Have you worked before? She asked him. She asked him. Here we have short question. I should start with if. It's okay. He has. No. Because we have has, it's not correct. Where he worked. I don't have where. Whether he had worked before. I should use whether or if. It's okay. And here we changed after asked, we changed the verb into past perfect before. I think it's correct. The last one is not correct because has he worked, it's a direct question and it's present. It's not correct. The last one, she wanted to know where I went yesterday, where I go yesterday, where did I go the day before, where I had gone the day before. The first one, is it correct? We have yesterday. And we said that yesterday should be reported into the day before, so it's not correct. Where I go yesterday, it's also not correct. Why? Because here we have two mistakes. The verb is present, and yesterday is direct question. No, it's not correct. The third one, where I did or where did I go, I shouldn't use did in the question, so it's also not correct. The last one, where I had gone the day before. Here, I added where, and then followed by subject. The verb is changed into past perfect, and yesterday is changed into the day before. Is correct. Now, this is the end of reported speech. Here we have everyday English. We move to everyday English being tactful. We sometimes soften the message by using particular words or phrases like first, past form. We were planning to go to the cinema tomorrow. Here, look, the tense is about tomorrow, but we used the past tense in order to give an excuse to us. Model. It could have been a bit hotter. I'd go for black instead if I were you. Not sounding negative. I think darker colors suit you better. If I don't want to say, I don't like this color on you, so I say, I think darker colors suit you better. I've seen better performances. In order not to say, I don't like this performance, I can say, I've seen better ones. We have also adverbs of attitude. First, we say, honestly, so I'm going to tell you honestly my opinion. I've heard better singers. So I don't want to say, I don't like this singer. I say, I've heard better singers. Then I use also adverbs of attitude. Unfortunately, the food was salty. Instead of saying the food is not delicious, I don't like it. Example, does this dress look okay? Does this dress look okay? Well, I think darker colors suit you better. I'd go for black instead if I were you. It's a type of advice. So here, in order not to be negative, I said, I think darker colors suit you better, or I can say, I'd go for black instead if I were you. I have some exercises. Okay. What did you think of that article I sent you? What do you think of my new mobile? Do you fancy going out for a dinner later? So match these phrases with the answers and be tactful, please. First, what did you think of that article I sent you? I should match it with B. Here we used adverb of attitude. Frankly, it could have been a bit more detailed. So here I gave attitude, but it is with adverb of attitudes. I gave excuse to my answer. Number 2, what do you think of my new mobile? The answer here, what should I match? I should match number 2 with, yes, exactly, with C. I've seen better designs. So instead of saying, no, I don't like it, I said, I've seen better designs. And do you fancy going out for a dinner later? Here I use the past form. A. I was planning to get an early night. End of our lesson. Thank you. Our students wish you good luck.